Hi, this is Crystal Calhoun with Made to Be Unique, coming to you with another tutorial on how to do bokeh backgrounds. I like to go to Google Images for inspiration. One of the neat things that you can do with when you create a bokeh background is you can sell it as stock. Here's somebody, this is not my own, but I have something very similar to this. And this person designed this bokeh background, and people will buy it from them on a regular basis through Depositphoto, and this person will get like 30 cents every time it's sold. So the person that's selling this stock accumulates money over time, and if they have a lot of images, like a lot of different bokeh backgrounds or photos or digital art that people buy, then each month their what they earn continues to grow over time as they create more stock images. Here's an example. So I have some stock on Depositphotos as well. This is something I got in my newsletter. That's one of the background images that I created, and I made 30 cents out of that one when someone purchased it and to use it, and whatever they were going to use it on. I don't know, it could be a marketing, advertising, website, whatever. But they wanted to use my image that I created, and I got 30 cents for it. And every time this sells, I'll get another 30 cents and another 30 cents. So it adds up. And if I have a lot of different stock. In fact, I had probably over 200 stock images out there, and so it accumulates over time, which is very nice. Another thing you can do is like sell it on Etsy, like this person is doing, and I think this is super smart. This person created a whole pack of digital art bokeh backgrounds that people can buy for $3.50. That's so smart. I need to do that. And notice that it has a lot of details and high reviews, so they're making some money out of this. That's great. And this is the details they provide for their stock images. This is something you can do as well if you want to. You can create these images. Even though somebody else has this out there, you can give it a different texture. You can give it a different shade. You can do it differently, and even better if you want. You know, take on the challenge. Do it yourself and make some money out of digital art. So this is what this one person is doing, and I think they're doing a great job. This person is creating brushes, and we'll be using something like this throughout the tutorial. This is Ron's bokeh brushes. I purchased this quite some time ago, many years ago, and I've used these brushes, these Photoshop brushes, a lot over time. And I can use this to create my own bokeh backgrounds if I want to, and there's nothing wrong with that. So this person created the brushes, and then I create the digital art. And the digital art, again, you could see over here, but I used his brushes in order to do that, and I'll show you how. So you don't have to buy bokeh brushes. You can find them online by doing a Google search for free bokeh brushes. You can also, I'll leave a link in the description for this one. This one is free, and I think that's so nice. As you can see, I said thank you very much. I probably should have said more thanks than that, but this is really nice. This is some brushes that they made themselves and that they're providing for free on DeviantArt. Just notice it, if you scroll down here, there's a download link, and it's free, and I'll show you how. There's some other options on DeviantArt by other sellers. Like this one right here, it shows you a little more details of how it comes out. She did a good job too. This one isn't for free though. She's made the option to buy, and it says 20 points. Really, 20 points is hardly anything at all. So I mean, she did it. What she's doing is really great, and she's providing it for a super price. I'll show you. Here's another one that she made. So again, if you want to, you can even create brushes, or you can create backgrounds, and you can make money both ways if you want to. It's really not that difficult. This is in DeviantArt, just to show you, just to give you an idea of how much she's asking for. So 400 points is only $5. She's really not asking much, is she? Just 20 points. Again, 400 points is only $5. She's really not asking much. And she will make a small income out of this over time. It'll add up, and it'll be just kind of a nice way, a nice little thank you for the time that she put into sharing what she created. This is something you can do, or you can purchase this from her, or just use this free resource right here. And again, I said I'd leave the link in the description of how you can do that. So let's say we're going to use this bokeh background right here. We click on the download, we save the file. We'll just save this to the desktop. Save. Be very careful when you go on a Google search and you find free downloads, just because they might have something very questionable in there. That's one of the reasons why I like to buy the free. I like to buy plugins and brushes and stuff like that. They're held accountable. Like this person here, Ron, he sells a lot of stock, and I really like his quality. He sells to Daz, and Daz holds him accountable. If there's problems, they'll hear of it, and then they'll probably take it off. So there's a little bit less accountability in DeviantArt, and then other websites that I don't know of. I usually I've been a member of DeviantArt for a long time, so I feel safer, not completely safe, but safer in DeviantArt. And I'm willing to download that file. Notice over here the ABR download, so I immediately know it's not like some weird zip. Zips can be slightly dangerous because it might have some spam in there or hacking stuff inside the zip folder that opens up immediately. So I'm very cautious when I download from DeviantArt a zip folder. But this wasn't a zip folder, so I'm pretty happy about that. So what I did was I got the brush and put it on my download on my desktop. And then if you know how to locate in your computer, so you go to your computer right here and you go to your C folder. Oops. You go to your C folder, then the program files, find your Adobe Photoshop, the presets, and then the brushes. And then we can drag that in there. Right here. Yes. So now it's in there, and it should show up in my Photoshop. I might have to restart my Photoshop. So I restarted my Photoshop, and let's see if we can find it there now. There you are, right there. So after I restarted the Photoshop, the bokeh brushes came up. Okay, we can close this out. Alright, so now we have that on our computer. We'll close this up. If you decide that you want to make your own bokeh brushes rather than download a stranger's brushes, or buying, if you don't want to buy somebody's brushes, then you can also make your own. And I found a really nice tutorial here. It says how to create bokeh brushes, Photoshop tutorial. It's a very good tutorial. In fact, I'll provide a link to this in the description as well. So let's begin. Let's create our own background with bokeh brushes. Start by creating a new document. Let's make this a large file in 300 resolution. Let's go with the background that I created just to get you started so you get an idea. You can follow along. First we need a background gradient. Let's create a new layer and give it a gradient. Let's change that gradient. Here we're going to select with the eyedropper the bottom of that color down there, and then up here we'll go and select the top color. Let's create select an image in the center as well, right about here without the bokeh. Don't select the bokeh. Okay, so you have a nice gradient. Now if you want to save this gold gradient, you can give it a name like gold 1 and do new, and now it'll show up for you. If you want to use different gold, like if you want some more of that over there, you can even add a new. Just tap in there and then select. And that looks really nice. And you can change that name if you want. We'll just say OK for now. And notice this little wheel here, you can move the direction of it. See? So that it highlights at the top. I think it looks really nice. And it's being stubborn, of course. So now we need some bokeh brushes. Let's create a new layer. Oh, I'm on the wrong one, excuse me. We'll use that later. Okay, I'm on this one. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to get the brushes and then make sure that you have the bokeh brushes selected. Okay, grab one of those and let's use a larger size. And we're just going to hold it down and drag. So those are black. I should have changed this to like white. I can either delete this or I can color overlay it with white like that if I want to. Let's change this over here to white. We'll create a new layer. Let's do some more some larger sizes, larger bokeh. Just drag it around. And another layer. Let's grab one of these ones here. Then another layer. Let's do some small ones of the first. We can even lighten the hardness over here and just explore and try new things. Oh, I don't like that at all. So let's Control Alt Z to undo. Let's do a big one. I don't like that one either. A little bigger. Let's just tap it because I didn't really like the. Okay, that one's okay. Okay, that looks nice. Okay, just light taps. So explore, just try different sizes. And now let's move some things around, such as over here. Okay. Now one of the things I liked about the Ron's bokeh, and I'll just show you, is one of the reasons why I purchased his set is he offers some different things that I like that sunbeam over there. And you can get that free probably somewhere else as well, but I just really liked his set that he provided. See, like that? See, that I really like that. See, I think that gives it a really nice effect. But we'll just leave it out for now because it's certainly not something you need to have or have to have. Another thing you can do is create a burst. Use the filter blur, Gaussian blur, and give it a really big blur, super blur. There, I like that. Okay, and we can move this. We can make it bigger if we want, like that. We can bring it down below and then double click on that and check out the blending mode. The blending mode makes a very big difference when you want to cause things to blend better. And I'm just scrolling through the different options. I like that one really. It's a soft light. So I like the soft light so far the best. Let's use the soft light and move it around a little bit. Okay, so that's that's not too far from what I have here. Notice though there are different there are different shapes on there, and that's again from the Ron's bokeh. It has different shapes for the bokeh, but you don't have to have different shapes for the bokeh. As you can see, I lost it. As you can see a lot of different people use different sizes, different shapes, and when they create bokeh, and then they also have different background gradient colors for bokeh, and that's something you can do as well. So let's explore a little bit of a few different shades and styles. We'll give some of these circles here a glow, an outer glow, just to see what options we have and what we like, if we even like this at all, because we might not like it. Linear dodge, nah. Let's scroll through the different options for the outer glow. That one's okay. Lighten. The blurry's okay. I kind of like the divide. It's kind of almost the same as without it. Going through your options is really good. Luminosity looks really nice as well. Okay, I'm going to move that. Okay, that one's okay. Double click to put it in its place. I'm going to create another one how it used to be, and then clear the layer style, and then move it. Okay, what was that? Some small ones. I'll just bring it up here just to kind of bring balance to the page. If I want to bring it down there. There's the blur. A lot of what I do is just kind of moving things around until I get the right feel that the feel that I want. Then I can drag it down here, move it, and I can even resize this copy. Say I wanted to kind of fill out that. They won't know that it's just a repeat, just resized repeat. And a lot of designers do that, where they use just repeats, and they resize their repeats, and they turn them and twist them, and it saves them a lot of time. Okay, I think I might want more of that blur. I'm going to create another blur, and then I'm going to stretch it over there. Okay, so that's actually, I can save this image and use it for a background if I want to, or I can explore different options, try new things out. Like, let's see, if I wanted to try, but it is ready as it is right now, I can sell this as stock. But let's explore a few more things just for the fun of it. I have already created some gold backgrounds. Oh, there's one. Let's try this one right here. Say okay. Then I'm going to try the blending to see what happens when I blend. That's very nice. I like that. Multiply. So that could be another stock image if I wanted to. That's nice. And a lot of people could use these on business cards or gift cards, but it's just showing you the different options you have available to you. I always play around with the blend mode because it gives me really fun options. Say you wanted to drag it down, now there's different colors. Let's say you wanted to give some of these circles a different color. We can play with the blend mode and color overlay. Let's select one of the colors on the page for blending purposes. No, that's nice. I like that. Say OK. If you want some more of that, how about some of them small ones? I like the small ones. That's the small. Now if we don't want to get lost, we can type in here small bokeh, and it'll help us find what we're looking for in the future. I'd like that to be more in the background, so I'm going to drag it down lower. That's too low. Still too low. Can't see it. Okay. Double click. Color overlay. Let's give it something that's more in the background, but see, that's nice. I like that. Okay. Let's see what a outer glow looks like. That's actually pretty interesting. Can try these different contours here, see what they come up with. Digital art can be really timely, but so much fun. Those are really creative. Oh, I could just spend all day doing this. Okay. Let's do the opacity. Then I think I'll lighten the whole thing. Make them very faint in the background. Then I want another sunburst, I think. This one is very creative and colorful. I want to do something that might blend them all together. This might help blend. So I use, as you can tell, I use layers all the time. Lots and lots of layers. And each time I create something new, I can turn them into stock backgrounds if I want to. But I guess I'm just looking for like the perfect look, you know, where I'm like, aha, it's a aha moment. But it's a lot of exploring to see what I like best. Oh, that one's really pretty. I like that. Let's try moving things around. Ooh. Oh. I can work with that. Okay. I really like this. I think I might move the small ones. Okay. Where's the other small one? Here's dash small. The small ones irritate me a little bit, so I just want them to be maybe even smaller. Okay. Alright. I like that. Maybe a little more blur. Let's see what none looks like, and just change the opacity. Alright, I think this is what I want right here. So I'm going to save as JPEG, excuse me, desktop, and I'm going to give this a name, a good name, Bokeh background gold gradient. We'll just say 1. Save. I like this. I'm really happy. I don't want to I don't really want to optimize it. I want it's the highest quality possible. So there we have it. We have stock available for sale if I want to sell it, or if I want to put it on products for like business cards or gift cards, greeting cards, whatever. It's available for me, and I can put text on top or whatever, but this is now available, and I'll probably be posting this for sale myself. I'd love to see what you guys come up with.